Finally, today I'm going to show you how these two Samsung FlexWash and Dryer have inspired a whole new laundry room for me. First things first, you know I'm all about the demo, and if you guys want to see the true before photos of how this laundry room looked, you're going to have to head over to the Home Depot's blog post about this and see all the little details that I took out of here. So I just grabbed my safety glasses, a hammer, and went to town to take out these built-ins because we never used them. The reason I decided to take these cabinets out is because this room is skinny and long. It's not like wide open, so I wanted to give the illusion of it being a little bit more open. I cleaned up and decided to patch all the holes in the wall and spray some wall texture on before I decided to give it a fresh coat of paint. Wall texture is a little bit iffy, but for this room, since the texture is a little bit smoother, I just took a paper towel when I sprayed it and then patted it down to kind of mesh, and then I went in with an ultra flat white by Behr to brighten up the room completely. You know I love some flat white. I thought about this after I added the paint, but I wanted to not have the window go directly to the ceiling because it kind of shortens the room. So I actually had a DIY solution to make a faux piece of wall to be able to hang a curtain rod. That way I can hang drapes that will in return open up the room even more. I gathered up my power drill, some wall texture, wood filler, a sponge, scrap pieces of wood that I already had on hand, scissors, a screw, and then obviously paint, but not photographed here. The skinnier pieces of wood are going to be the framing of the window, and then the large piece of wood is what you're going to put on top of it and kind of nail gun directly into the frame that we're going to DIY. It will make sense in 2 seconds. I screwed the smaller pieces into the framing of the window, then put that wall piece right on top of it with a nail gun. You can use drywall, but a repair drywall sheet wasn't big enough for right here, and I wasn't about to purchase a huge sheet of drywall for this project. Filled the seams and textured it the best that I could, but I'm going to show you the final result at the end of this video because this is where I got frustrated and moved on to shelving, which I showed you how to do in a previous video. It's wall-to-wall shelving, it's fairly easy, and it literally makes the world of difference in any room. I don't like removing my floor tarp until most of the projects on the walls are done, but I did have to remove it to replace some tiling where a sink used to be, and I demoed it out. Instead of the sink, I decided to add a folding station, which the mini human and I can sit up and fold all of our laundry nice and comfortably since we're not so smushed anymore. The gap between the washer, dryer, and the wall I wanted to fill in, so with some scrap wood pieces, I also DIY'd some cleating with some brackets to kind of put a thinner piece of wood to put an illusion of a shelf, but not necessarily make it a heavy-duty shelf. This is crazy easy and most likely not the most professional way, but I just added brackets where I wanted the shelf to float and then the cleaning in between the brackets with my drill, and also making sure everything is level as you go. Just like with my folding table, the cleaning is more so there so you can nail the shelf into it and it will stay nice and secure. This was more so to just ease my mind on not seeing the wires behind the washer and dryer because that has always driven me completely bonkers. And while I didn't account for that little baby tiny corner in the upper right hand spot of that shelf, I just covered it up with some decor that I've shown you before. I did not mean to rhyme, but that also works. If you have something that you don't like or didn't turn out the way that you envisioned it, decor is your best friend. Add some stuff to it, push it right in front of it, fake it till you make it. I love the little trio of plants. Adding fake plants or real plants into any room is awesome for a pop of color. These ones are from Home Depot along with the tray and the decorative storage I'm about to show you because that is one way to make the most of your space when you gotta store a lot of things. By adding wall-to-wall shelves and them being open, you have to be pretty strategic with what you put up there. And thank goodness I didn't need to store anything else besides these outdoor pillows that coincidentally matched my aesthetic for the room. While I stored a lot of things out in the open, I decided to use some decorative baskets to break apart just throwing a bunch of pillows up on those shelves. So I plopped in the rectangle longer throws that wouldn't look as good like the square throws do right out open on the shelf. I feel as though when you're styling some shelving, it is a balancing act. So I decided to pop in some white because it was getting a little neutral and black heavy, and it just really pulled the entire wall together, and I'm actually going to utilize everything on this wall. Before we get into the details of the washer and dryer, let's get into the details of this room. I hung up the DIY wall decor that I've made previously alongside the drying rack made out of pipe and flange, which you can take the hangers out of the wicker baskets that are up on the shelves and also put them away out of sight, out of mind. That way everything remains nice and clean. I picked up some curtain clips from Home Depot and added some white drapes to the window that we DIY'd a little bit earlier. And then another favorite moment of mine for any room is unexpected decor. Home Depot has a ton of cute little signs, such as this family one and also the Los Angeles one that I hung above my door on the way out, because like I said, when it's unexpected, it kind of makes the space a little bit more unique, and also you're just like, oh hey, I love it. Now let me walk you through why I am obsessed with the Samsung FlexWasher and Flex Dryer. So right now it looks like, oh yeah, she's just doing a load of laundry. But little do you know, this thing has so many different options on the panel as far as soil level, the extra rinse or extra spin. You can go up to 5 times. You can cut the speed down by 45% by doing the super speed mode. But my most favorite thing is there are 2 compartments to this beast. It is a 4-in-1 situation. You can do 4 loads at once because each of these washer and dryer have an upper compartment that don't hold as much as the lower, but it is gonna work wonders for the mini humans, gymnastic leotards, or the pants that I wanna wear and I don't have time to do a full load, or even my white delicates. I really love these upper compartments because this household has so many things that need to be washed in so many different ways that it's perfect when it's like the one item that needs to be washed in hot water and whatever else. I can just throw it in there and go about the rest of my laundry how I would normally do instead of holding up the entire process. The upper compartment on the dryer isn't a traditional like tumble dry. It is more of a drying rack. You fold your clothes, put them neatly on top, close the lid, and start the cycle. And it doesn't like throw your clothes around. It just essentially blows air from the bottom up and dries your clothes that way. So it's nice because the things that are more delicate, that don't need to tumble around and be crazy, or you don't want to hang dry it, you can just throw them in there, choose the setting that best fits it, and not even bat an eye that it's going to get ruined. I DIY'd the folding station in order to fit this bar stool and 2 laundry sorters that will live in here permanently for folding purposes only, because if you check out the blog post, you'll see I had nowhere to stand and fold laundry. I would have to like haul it upstairs in order to do it, and I was getting so tired of that. I love having 2 sorter carts because there are 3 humans in our house and our professions all include making messes plus my dog. So it's been a bit nuts with an overload of only having 2 laundry baskets in the whole household. I love being able to fold towels or fold clothes, plop them in there, and not have to carry the entire cart up there. I can just grab them by the handles, pull them up, go upstairs, unload, come back down and replace them so they're good to go for the next load that's going to be in there. This all in all took me a month to do solo, and that was because I had to wait for some deliveries as well. But once it's complete, I even have my dog begging me to wash her toys, so there's that. For the full before, after, and the features of the washer and dryer that inspired some of the design to the laundry room makeover, head over to Home Depot's blog. I've linked it down below for you. And also, thank you so much to Home Depot for sponsoring this laundry room makeover. It has made the biggest difference in my home.